Hey, it's Josh.
And Aaron.
We would like your help to grow our channel.
If we can grow to 8,000 subscriptions,
we're going to give you this Indominus box.
The rules are simple. Subscribe to the channel now, and when we reach 8,000 subscribers, we're going to put out a special thank you video. Everybody who comments on that video will be entered to win this Indominus box.
Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button.
Will people follow?
I hope so. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of I Should Be Painting. Today we are going to talk about what happens when your favorite miniature game goes bust. As many of you may know, Guild Ball has recently thrown in the towel. They've scored their last goal, they've hung up their cleats, and they've put away their murder weapons. Guild Ball is no more. If you're more recent to tabletop gaming, Guild Ball's cancellation might come as a shock to you. But in truth, smaller game companies coming into the marketplace and going out of the marketplace has been a staple of tabletop gaming for as long as I can remember. I actually got into tabletop gaming not through Games Workshop, which was already a well-established, large company even back in the 1990s. I got in through a game called Chronopia and Warzone. And after Chronopia and Warzone went away, I started playing a game called Vor. And when Vor went away, I started playing Legend of the Five Rings card game, and Magic the Gathering, and Dungeons and Dragons. And then eventually when I got back into the tabletop hobby, I got brought in through Games Workshop. The truth is that there are much fewer companies that stand the test of time than there are companies that enter into the marketplace. So does that mean that you shouldn't bother trying out these games or supporting them or playing them? You should absolutely be trying out all of these new board games because you never know what sort of gem you're going to find and what sort of amusement it's going to bring to you. For us tabletop hobbyists, especially for those who buy, build, and paint, we can have a much stronger connection to a game than we might have with just a video game or even just a regular board game. When you spend either your own time or your own money to customize and paint your own miniatures, you get a connection to it. And when that gets ripped away, it definitely doesn't feel good. But even with things like Games Workshop and Fantasy Flight, the rate at which they change their rules and the rate at which they come out with new additions and side games, they might as well be reinventing their board games altogether. It's very rare that we find companies like Games Workshop where 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, you can still be playing their games. Every year it seems like there's a whole bunch of new tabletop games, and if you can afford a couple $100s in order to try them out, I say that you should. I personally only had one Guild Ball army and played it a couple times, but I know that some of my friends really enjoyed Guild Ball. I've also really enjoyed Arena Rex and Warcry and all of these other smaller games. And for me, trying out new game systems, painting new miniatures, seeing different designs is a fantastic part of the hobby. We all just need to understand that smaller companies rise up and smaller companies go away, and that in the grand scheme of things, that's okay. Maybe it's not okay for those businesses, maybe your favorite game does die out, but remember, just because they don't support your game anymore doesn't mean that you can't play it. The last example is one of my most favorite miniature games, and a miniature game that I still actively collect and wish to play is Fairy Meat. Fairy Meat is about little gnomes and fairies that fight each other, just like any other tabletop game. I really like it. I liked it when it came out. I like it now. And yes, it made me sad when it went away, but it still brings me enjoyment to find those miniatures and to play them. So for all of you Guild Ball players out there, I'm so sorry that your game is going away. Remember, you can still play it amongst yourselves. You can even write your own rules and make your own supplements. If you want to check out a smaller scale game, I recommend trying Marvel Crisis Protocol or Arena Rex or Warcry, or even maybe the new Warcaster. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry that it was a day late. Let's move on over to the computer to take a look at the 3 creators that have inspired me this week. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that bell button so you never miss an update, and win that Indominus box! This one right here, as soon as we get to 8,000 subscribers, you can win it. Here we are at the desk once more, and we're going to take a look at the 3 projects that have brought me great inspiration, and we're even going to go to a website that I haven't gone to yet on this show. Not that I haven't been to it at all. Obviously, I mean, I've been to it. You'll know when I get there. Don't worry about it. First of all, we are starting off at Facebook on Designs by Joe Wyatt. And he has these amazing 3D printed designs for holding your Citadel contrast paints and other Citadel products so that they don't spill. He has actually sent me, courtesy, an STL file, and I'm going to be printing it out to try it for myself. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it printed for this video, but it is going to be coming up very shortly. And if you want to check out his stuff, you can go to Designs by Joe Wyatt and check out all of his really, really fun 3D printing projects for holding your paint so that it doesn't spill. Next, we are staying on Facebook and we are going over to Knox Workshop because he has posted this video of his Space Marine costume, and what a costume it is. Not only that, he has chronicled the making of this project along with a whole bunch of his other painting projects on this Facebook page. So if you want to see step by step how he made this costume and how long it took, all the details, strongly recommend that you check out Knox's Workshop. Next up, we are going over to Reddit because, of course, somebody made the AKIRA Bike out of the new bikes. I know I wanted to. They beat me to it. I should have done it immediately. This is beautiful. I'm going to zoom in on it. Of course, I love the AKIRA Bike. Everybody loves the AKIRA Bike. If you don't know the AKIRA Bike, check out the movie AKIRA. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. It is strange. And it has one of the coolest motorcycles ever designed. And this is an amazing Alpha Legion version of the AKIRA Bike. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of I Should Be Painting. As always, remember to like and subscribe, hit that bell button so you never miss an update. If you want to take your patronage to the next level, check out our Patreon in the notes below. And remember to subscribe and hit that bell button. As soon as we hit 8,000 subscribers, we will be giving away the Indominus box set, and we are so close. We need your help to get there, so please help us do that. And until next time, we'll see you on the table.